So you may know him best as Thor's evil sibling Loki, or from a variety of television and film roles. But in his new movie, I Saw the Light, you will see Tom Hiddleston in a way you've never seen him before as country music legend Hank Williams. And man, is it a long way from London, England, where he is from, to Mount Olive, Alabama, where Hank Williams was from.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this role. I mean,
Thank you.
You know, and making this transition. I'm just curious about that. This couldn't have been more far away from just, you know, the natural who Tom is, right?
Yes, a great distance between me and him.
Physically and otherwise.
Yeah, physically and otherwise.
Yeah.
That was part of the thing I loved about it, was the foreign territory of it. I think that what I love about acting is trying to bridge the gap and trying to find the common ground between me and the character. And there's so many aspects of Hank that were fascinating. He obviously he had this incredible charisma on stage, and he was an amazing and electrifying performer. But he had these demons and this tortured soul, which I found fascinating. The tension, I suppose, as an actor, it's my job to perform, and I love what I do. But I understand the professional obligation that sometimes you have to deliver something above which is greater than your own personal need. Yeah. And he really wrestled with that.
He really was a troubled soul. I mean, I think most people know his songs, Your Cheating Heart, Hey Good Looking,
yeah.
I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, and the list goes on, of true classics that are more than 60 years old. But this troubled soul racked with alcoholism and the abuse of painkillers caused by back trouble. I mean, you really bring out the other side of the Hank Williams that we didn't know.
Well, I think it was important to all of us to tell the truth, and there are many people who are fans of his who know that, but maybe perhaps people less so. There he is, look.
Yeah. Really, the physical resemblance to you.
It's funny,
you were a really good choice for this. Had you sung before? Had you done in a band, in a choir, in anything?
I never sang, never in a band, never in a choir. Yeah.
So how terrifying was that for you to take on?
Pure white terror.
Yeah. Really.
Look, even just looking at that footage of him, I think he's singing. Cold, Cold Heart here on the Opry, and it's interesting that the Grand Ole Opry back in the day was in the age before television and the internet. Everybody would sit around the radio set on the Saturday night and listen to this show broadcast out of Nashville. And it was very family friendly and very upbeat. And I've watched it, you can find bits on YouTube. And then Hank comes on, and he's a man out of time. He has the sort of power of a Mick Jagger or a David Bowie. Yeah. He has this extraordinary on-stage presence.
I've heard you call him Elvis before there was
Elvis before Elvis, yeah.
I mean, he died about 7 or 8 years before Elvis even hit big.
That's right,
so, I mean,
yeah.
It was
he died
it's pretty significant. You'll learn it all in the movie. Before we run out of time, I have
Sure.
to ask you, latest with Avengers, all things Loki. What's going on with that?
Okay, we are about to start filming Thor Ragnarok, which is the 3rd installment in the Thor story. So anyone who's a fan, it's coming up.
Hank Williams to this.
Yeah, different kind of headgear.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sort of to go from those horns to the 10-gallon. I don't think Hank would have been able to pull that off. I frankly am not sure that I can pull it off. But,
and you told me you just finished your King Kong movie.
Yes, just finished
with Brie Larson, who just won the Academy Award.
Brie Larson, who had this extraordinary. It was amazing. We started filming Skull Island in October, and then essentially every weekend until the end of the shoot, she would win another award.
Yeah.
So we would be like,
had to stop for her to go get a new
cabinet.
Yeah.
But it's called Kong Skull Island. That will be out in March next year, and it's a new reconception of the King Kong myth. Great cast: Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, John C. Reilly.
Because Samuel L. Jackson is in every movie, apparently.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston and his hat. He goes nowhere without his...
Yeah, man. If the good Lord's willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be there soon. Lola, put the copper pot on. Put the biscuits in the oven. I'll be there quickly.
Thank you for swinging by, WGN this morning. My pal Tom Hiddleston.
Thank
nice
you.
to see you. I Saw the Light opens in Chicago tomorrow. We'll be back with more WGN Morning News in a minute.